Hey everybody, it's Major League Hats, and today before we get started, I want to ask you guys a simple question. How you guys liking that World Series so far? Boston is up 2-0. They're going back to Los Angeles. The game will be on Friday. David Price had a hell of a game as well. Benintendi, they did some good stuff. It was just a fun game. It was a late game. You know, you can't be surprised on what the Red Sox are doing. Not in just this matchup alone, but in the playoffs as a whole. You know, in their first series, they won 3-1. The second series, it was 4-1. And in that second series, of course, they were facing the Astros, who were the defending champions. They just made them look like a AAA team. So, I mean, you can't really be surprised that the Red Sox have taken this staggering 2-0 lead against the Dodgers. And then, as you guys know, my point of view, I'm 2 games away from going, yes, Dodgers still suck! Now, for all you Dodger fans that watch my videos, I'm sorry, but if the Dodgers do win, I give you kudos. Just like, you know, when the Giants were going through their postseasons and World Series champions, I bet you were counting down every single game until they lost. Hey, but I got a little thing for you. They didn't lose, they won! Ha! Unlike the Dodgers, they've been to back-to-back World Series, and they can't win. They've won 6 division titles. They can't win. And the Red Sox are 2 games away from proving that. Okay? You know, they're going to have to sign the high-priced players like Machado. They even got Machado this year, and he can't do nothing. Now, you're going to say, they don't have Corey Seager, blah, blah. It wouldn't matter if they had Corey Seager. I hate to tell you, he's not going to do much. And in comparison, you can't even bring him up because the Dodgers went out and picked up Manny Machado. The only thing you're missing is Bryce Harper or Mike Trout. And a good starting pitcher, of course. You know, they got some decent starting pitchers with Clayton Kershaw, but if you guys watched the game, Clayton Kershaw looked kind of human last night. I mean, he didn't really, what did he do? Give up 3-4 runs? Pitched what, 5-6 innings. So he looked kind of human. You're going to need another starting pitcher. Julio Urias was coming back from Tommy John surgery, so they're using him coming out of the bullpen. Who else they got? I mean, they're going to need a guy like Steven Strasburg to at least try to pick him up. And you guys may not be high on Steven Strasburg, but in the end, I think Steven Strasburg would make the Dodgers a better team. I'm not saying I want Steven Strasburg definitely to go to the Dodgers. Hell no. I'm just saying that's the kind of caliber pitcher that the Dodgers are going to have to pick up. And another outfielder. Get rid of the couple outfielders they have. It might even be worth it to get rid of Yasier Puig, move Cody Bellinger to permanently first base, stop playing this wishy-washy, go to center field, come back to first, go to center, come back to first, go to left, go back to first. I mean, come on. So, you know, they're going to have to just get more set. I think some of these changes does hurt them a little bit, but the one thing I do like about it is it shows the versatility of that team, that no matter the situation, that you could take their second baseman, Chris Taylor, and you can put him in the outfield. You could take the first baseman, you could put him in the outfield. You could bring your outfielder into the infield. When I coach baseball, I always try to get kids to play as many positions as possible, especially young kids. You know, in my mind, there is no set position, you know, in T-ball or machine pitch or even Little League, even on the travel ball teams. I just feel like the more positions that a kid can play, the less handicapped that they'll become. And as soon as they reach high school, when a coach asks them, what do you play? Coach, I play whatever position you want. So that is the cool thing that I like about the Dodgers, is that they're very versatile. All right, so you guys didn't really come here to listen to me to talk about the World Series, but I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents into the World Series. Red Sox are up 2-0. Game 3 is going to be Friday in LA, and I can't wait. All right, so let's get on to today's hat review. Alright, we are going to do 2 hats today, and the reason why we're doing 2 hats is because I feel that these hats are very similar, and there's not a lot going on with them. Overall, I like the color scheme. I'm not a fan necessarily of the hat, that the way they did it. And you're asking yourself, what are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about the Copa de Diversión, the Fun Cup series that minor league baseball put on this year. They had 33 teams involved. If you guys are not aware of, they were trying to garner a representation of the Hispanic community in their local areas. So at the end of all the Fun Cup series hats, I'm going to do a top 5 of the worst Fun Cup series hats, and I'm going to do a top 5 of the best Fun Cup series hats. But I'm not going to do that till I show you all the hats of the Fun Cup series. I have gotten them all, just so you guys know. And in fact, I actually ordered one more. I ordered one of the alternate hats, but that's another point. That's why it's very important that if you guys are watching my video, please comment and tell me which Fun Cup Series hats have you enjoyed, because I will be taking that into consideration when I'm making my top 5. There's 33 teams, so it's kind of a lot. So to narrow it down to 5, I think that's a pretty big deal. And same thing for the best 5 Fun Cup Series hats. I'm only choosing 5. So out of 33 teams, I'm choosing 10 hats. That means that there's 23 teams that aren't even going to be in the top 5. And I don't want to do top 10 because I'm not trying to water it down. So with all that being said, today's first hat that we're going to take a look at is the, bam, the Lake Elsinore Storm. I call it Lake Elsinore, but I've heard people refer to it as Lake Elsinore. This is the Storm hat. This is the high A team of the San Diego Padres. My opinion of the hat is I like the hat overall. Okay, so let's take a look at the hat real quick. I love the beady eyes look, you know, and then you got some red right there. You got some green around the red. You got some white right there for filling it in to make it look like the eyes. And then you got this cool red and green unibrow thing going on. I really love that. You got a nice green brim. You got the black crown. You got the red eyelets. You got the red buttons right on the side. I like the New Era green flag on the back. Oh, look at that. That is a nice red and white green minor league little guy. Underneath, black sweatband, black bill. So this hat's a little tricky in a sense because it says that it's made in the USA, but it's made with imported materials. What does that mean? I guess it means what it means is that they had the materials shipped in, but it was made in the USA. I call it a USA made hat, but it's not really a USA made hat in the sense of the materials all from outside the United States. Okay, so I like this hat. I love the color scheme. Thing I don't like is that for the Fun Cup Series, they didn't really change the names like a lot of the teams did. You know, they went with Sacramento Dorados, Rancho Cucamonga Temblors, and they went with the Round Rock Chupacabras, and so on. They have a lot of great names, but with the Lake Elsinore team, they just call them the Lake Elsinore Storm. And I just feel like other than the colors, which if you guys haven't noticed already, the colors are representing the Mexico colors. So that is the cool part. That's why I like this hat, because I really like the colors. Being Hispanic myself, I really like the colors because of this, and they're not overwhelming with the colors. So as you can see, it fits really good, and it just looks like a really cool hat. And like I said, the eyes and that color scheme, they just look really intimidating. But I think the Lake Elsinore Storm kind of dropped the ball on this, only because with the Hispanic community in the Lake Elsinore area, Southern California, I kind of think they could have went a lot better. It just reminds me of like the Rancho Cucamonga Temblors. They didn't really try that hard. It was the same like color scheme as the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes and Temblors. It's supposed to be a loose translation to Quakes, and I just kind of think they got kind of lazy, but I do love the color scheme on this. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this one? Do you guys like the color scheme? Would you guys have stuck with the home name, I guess you'd say, with the Storm name, or would you have gone with another name? Tell me what kind of name you would have went up with. I mean, there's so many great names. They could have went with the Lake Elsinore Pescados. You know, they do have a lake over there, obviously. Hispanics, we like to fish. Usually we like, well, at least in my area, we usually go after like catfish or trout or something like that, bass, but the Lake Elsinore Pescados would have been kind of an interesting looking one, or just a name in general. The last one that I'm going to come up with is the Lake Elsinore Camaros or Hot Rods, or something to do with like a vintage name relating to old cars. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. I would have to work on the name, find the right name for it, but something to do with nice old vintage cars would have been a nice name. But overall though, I do like the color scheme. If you guys don't have a Lake Elsinore hat, I would go get this one. But if you're not, you know, digging the colorway, then just go get the normal Lake Elsinore hat. It's basically a black crown with a maroon bill here, and then you can also get it in a black bill as well. The eyes are basically red with black outlining where you can see like the green and the red right here. So that's the first hat. That's the Lake Elsinore Storm hat. Now to get on to the second hat to review, and you'll see why I put these hats together. But on the second hat we got, bam, the El Paso Chihuahuas. So if you guys are not aware, the El Paso Chihuahuas are the AAA team of the San Diego Padres. How ironic that the two hats with the similar color scheme are represented by the same Major League parent affiliation, the San Diego Padres. Let's take a quick look at the El Paso Chihuahuas Fun Cup Series hat. And basically you have a Chihuahua highlighted in green and red with the red outlining and the red beady eyes, which I kind of like, and the green and the shadowing to represent the details of the Chihuahua, you know, in the face and the nose, the mouth, the ears, all the way down to his little collar that he's got going on. And then if you see in the collar, he's got like an EP for El Paso, which is kind of cool to represent, you know, the El Paso Chihuahuas. And then of course you got your red brim, you got your green crown, green eyelets, red button. I'm not really digging the white New Era flag. They should have went with the red to match the button. That's just my opinion. But I am digging the little minor league guy on the back. It's very similar to the other one. Let me take a look. Check this out. It's not just similar. You can see it here. Red, white, and green. Red, white, and green. It's the same. Not even like, if anything, what they should have done is they should have went with the green minor league guy, just switch the red and the green on the one so that at least they'll be in opposite directions instead of in the same direction. Anyway, so they got that going on. Underneath, it's black sweatband. Let's check out where this one is made. Same thing, made in the USA with imported parts. So overall, pretty much my same opinion. They really didn't do much. I mean, yeah, the Chihuahua is a representation of the Hispanic community in a sense, but I hate to tell you, when most people think of a Chihuahua, they're thinking Taco Bell. I mean, why didn't they do something different? Okay, I understand Chihuahuas are like a Hispanic type dog in a sense. I mean, I have a Chihuahua, but I also wouldn't label them strictly a Hispanic type dog either. But that's kind of what they were going with. That's why they were named the Chihuahuas like in the first place, is to garner that Hispanic community in the El Paso area. And I really think, at least in this case, they should have went with something different. I'm not from El Paso. I'm really not sure what's over there. I do know though it's a very heavily Hispanic representation, or a very heavily Hispanic area, and they could have gone with something else. I mean, they just mimicked the colors of the Mexico flag, which, like I said, I like the color scheme. I'm not dissing the color scheme at all. I do like the hat for that very particular reason. I don't like the hat because they didn't change the logo, they didn't change the name, and you're telling me that the Hispanic community in the El Paso area is being represented by the Taco Bell Chihuahua dog. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think that's a fitting for the El Paso area? I don't think it is. And I'm definitely not trying to diss El Paso, but you know, they had the opportunity to, at least for one day or a few games, because I think they had about 5 or 6 games played in these uniforms. They could have went with something a little bit different just to mix it up. I mean, they're already representing El Paso with the Chihuahua all year long anyways when they're playing as the El Paso Chihuahuas, but when they bring out these jerseys, they're not really doing anything extra. Yeah, they're bringing out the colors, which is really cool, but other than that, I think they should have went with something else. So here's what we got. We got Lake Elsinore Storm and El Paso Chihuahuas. Tell me what you think. Which one was your favorite hat? Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of my hat review. Do you think I did a good job on this hat review? I also wanted to give you an update for the dislike dweebs. We got 2 dislikes on my last video. Of course we did. That happens. And I got no comments about why I got the dislikes. Of course we did. The other good thing I want to update you about is we did get our first 20 liked video, and I can't thank you guys enough for helping me reach that goal of getting a 20 like video. It was on the massive unboxing where I had like 9 boxes like up to here. The first video got 20 likes, and I would like to thank everybody that helped me with the views and with the likes. I can't thank you guys enough, because without you guys I wouldn't be doing this, and you guys are the reason why I started doing this, is because I wanted to share hat information with you guys, because I know there are a ton of hat collectors out there. So thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification so you get notified when I upload new videos. Don't forget to push that likes. Trying to get 20 likes on all my videos. That is my goal on all my videos. We're closing in on 10,000 views. I only need about 300 plus a little bit more. Let's get my video out there. If you guys could share it on your social media platforms, I'd appreciate it. We're at 180 subscribers, so I need 20 more to reach the next tier of 200. So thank you for that. If you guys want to follow me on social media or anything like that, I'll provide my links at the bottom. All right, you guys, this is Major League Hats out. See you, everybody. Bye.